Welcome to part 2 of the 2026 edition of EzCoin. Part 2 of this video will show you how to change many or all inventoried coins with precious metal content to bullion value, or to change all coins with precious metal content back to grade values easily. I will demonstrate with the USA file where we have inventoried 44 coins with a grade value of $2,398.05 and a bullion value for silver at $82.59. No coins in this file are set to use bullion value. I will run a QStats report to show you the current value of the collection first. So we'll head over to the quick stats report. We can just use the Q icon here and then click find and show, and you can see the coins that are inventoried here, and here's the value of $2,398. Also note that EzCoin highlights all grades that are below bullion value as a visual cue for you, and it highlights them in yellow. So all these coins are below the bullion value of $29.87 for this particular coin. As mentioned previously, you can set the precious metal content prices at any time by changing it here to whatever you want. Currently it's set to $82.59. Before you use the process I'm going to show you, I recommend that you always back up prior to using the search and replace function until you are comfortable with it. Personally, I always back up prior to using any data manipulation tools like the search and replace or the rapid multi-entry functions. Now let's say you would like to know what the bullion value or melt value for this collection would be if we could switch every coin with precious metal content to use the bullion value. This is valuable information, as this could tell you if it's a good time to sell and what you could possibly get for the coins with precious metal content. Couple this with a purchase history report to show you what the collection has actually cost you. I will now run the purchase history report from the reports menu so we can see. So go to reports, purchase history, find and show, and we can see all the coins that we've inventoried, and we can see the results here. In this example, we can see the collection cost a total of $1,421.88 and has a current grade value of $2,398.05, a potential profit of $976 if we sold the coins at these values. Okay, now let's set all coins to use bullion values. To do this, we use the search and replace utility from the utility menu. So we go to the utility menu, search and replace, and we're going to search the category of grade information. We're going to check bullion status, and we're going to search for no. And now we search, and it found 43 entries, and here they are. We select the ones that we want to change. I will select all by using this icon here, or you can also do a Control A. Notice that hovering over any of these icons here will show you what it does down here in the status bar, and I'll show you again. So if I hover over this, you can see it says select all rows, and this is throughout EzCoin when you hover over any icons. Now that we've selected everything, we can actually do the replace by clicking this icon here, and we're going to replace the entire field, and we're going to replace it with yes, but only when the bullion value is greater than the market value. And now we click replace, and it has been done. Now we can scroll through some of the records to see the changes. So if I start scrolling through the coins, you'll see that this one has been set to a bullion value. So is this one. So most of them have been switched, the ones that had precious metal content. Now let's run to the reports to see the changes. Let's run the QStats report first. So here's the QStats report. And we can see that the net value has increased to $4,681.04 $1,000,000.43, an increase in almost $2,300. Now let's run the purchase history report again. And now we can see that the potential profit is now approximately $3,260. So the difference between what we paid for it and what is currently valued at now. That's a huge increase. You can use this to your advantage when the time comes to sell, or to see if it is actually time to sell. At any time, you can easily set the values back to grade value by simply running the search and replace again and set the Bullion value status to no. Let's do that now. I hope this new feature will help you in making decisions about your collections, be it buying or selling. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.